Welcome back to another Out of the Park 25 episode. We are in July of 2026 at the trade deadline. We are the Toronto Blue Jays. We have won 6 in a row to claw our way back to 500. 48 and 48, 8 games behind the Red Sox for the division, and 3 games out of the last wild card spot. Expanded standings, we've got a plus 14 run differential, so we're minus 1 our Pythagorean, but right in the neighborhood. Drastic home away split here, 16 and 30 on the road. That's wild. I don't know what's going on with that. This suggests maybe we're not hitting left-handed pitching great. I don't know. I mean, not that this is that much better than. Not that looking at one stat is that much better than record, but so our versus left, our OPS is 689. Oops. And versus righties, our OPS is 792. Wow. I actually hadn't noticed that. That drastic of split. So let's look at the team real quick. We've got Vlad at 163 WRC plus. Soto is like finally lighting the world on fire, I think, in July. Yeah, 153 WRC plus. He'd really been just kind of meh. But, and I don't know why he's not. I have him in as DH every day. I don't know why he'd only get 135 starts in that scenario, but here we are. Volpe has not played much, but has been hot lately. Ramos continues to hit really well. Orelvis Martinez has also picked it up. I mean, our strong July is because our superstars are playing like superstars. 139 WRC plus from Martinez. Calzer's had a good season. Varsho and Kirk have been fine. Malloy, Bichette, yeah, that's not going to work. Rojas, Arias, that'll work because of his glove. He's put up a 10.7 zone rating in 89 games. Bichette's probably pretty good at second base. Wow, negative zone rating at second base. That's crazy to me. So I think we need a second baseman. Volpe, I don't trust him full-time duty. Bichette is not getting it done. I don't totally... that was versus righties? Oh, okay. That's why some of those were like way off of what I thought that was before. Okay, let's redo this. Guerrero, great year. Soto is finally picking up. Ramos, solid. Calzer, solid. Kirk, looking good. Malloy, average. Volpe, all right. Okay, Martinez, that makes more sense. He's picked it up, but he's still only at a 98. Okay. Bichette, I was like, because it seemed like 2 weeks since I last looked at the stats. I was like, man, a lot changed. But okay, we're good. We're good now. Varsho, okay. Rojas and Arias, okay. Yeah. I don't know. But why are we bad against lefties? Let's look at our lefty OPS. We can see Martinez has been terrible. Soto is just getting crushed by lefties. Vlad hasn't been that good. Honestly, it looks like Varsho and Soto need like platoons. What's Rojas done against? Yeah, Rojas hasn't been that much better. So I think on our list, I think we need a lefty bat, possibly who can play center field. A righty bat who can play center field. And then maybe just a second baseman who hits lefties well. Bichette has been good against lefties, so maybe he's that guy, and we just bring in a left-handed guy to platoon Bichette, who's been bad against righties. I'm not really sure what we do there. But I think for sure a lefty masher who plays center would be a great addition for this team to maybe let Varsho platoon since he's just not doing it this year against lefties. Gossman has been all right. Rogers been all right. Tiedemann has cooled off a lot since his hot start, but still having a decent year on pace for 3 WAR. Jones has been our best starter on pace for 3.7. Bassett is in the pen now. He's been fine. Barrios has been all right. Manoah and Beck probably are on the chopping block here if we bring in relievers. Romano's been good. Coulomb has been fine. Williams good. Beeks has been outstanding, 1.38 ERA. The 3.18 FIP suggests it's not sustainable or maybe not fully deserved. And Leisure has been fine. Do I want to add a starter? Yeah, probably, but the offense is a bigger concern at this point. Let's just look on the trading block first at all batters. Ooh, not a lot of stars out here available. So let's first see if there's anybody who can play center field. There it is. So Margot, how long is he out for? Oh, he's back in a week. He's having a decent season. Like this, we could platoon this guy with Varsho for sure. Mullins is on the trade block, huh? He's a lefty, so it doesn't really do much for us. Bunch of lefty bats. Yeah, so it's Margot or bust here, I think, in terms of the trade block. So let's just throw like a trader offer out there for him. This isn't going to be like, this is like more like a fourth outfielder type guy. This isn't like our huge impact move. I mean, you're not expecting a lot for Manuel Margot, right? Hopefully not. All right, and then let's look at second base now. And I hope the people are smiling. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to be excited about here. We'll bring back old friend Jorge Polanco. Really just not a lot to be excited about. Who's your second baseman? Can Cole Keith play second? Maybe. Oh, but he's very bad. Is Max Clark good for them? Just curious. Yes. Oh, Rodin. Here's the guy DHing that we traded. He's a lefty bat. Really just didn't have a place for him. Who are the Royals rolling out at second base? Nick Lofton. Well, the Mariners, really bad year. Cole Young is their second baseman. Can't imagine they'd be too eager to give him up. The A's second baseman is Travis Bazana. Yeah, I was going to say, he was a high pick, like just, 2024. I remember when they picked him. I can't see them trading him. Just look at the rest of their infield. And then the Angels are also out of it. They have Jorge Polanco at second base. Oops, I'm going to click on. What's Zach Neto's deal? It's a solid player who could play second base. I really doubt they're too eager to give him up since he's under club control for a couple more years, but there's no harm in asking, is there? We'll come with like a semi-real offer. Bryce Arnold is killing it in AAA. Maybe this is our second baseman. Nah, 45 range isn't going to cut it, Bryce. All right, maybe we can add a little something else. 19-year-old two-bit. No, that was our second-round pick last year. I don't want to give him up. Here's a guy who's crushing AA at 23. Let's put him in too. All right. Not that Zach Neto's the second baseman, but he could play second. So Oakland said almost. Okay, so we can get this. Well, maybe. These are some real names they're asking for. Like, we're not giving up that guy. No. Bro, this is for Manuel Margot. Like, are you guys serious? They want like a real player back for him. Okay, so we're not doing that. They're not trading Neto. That's not incredibly surprising. Let's look at some of the other teams who are out of it. The Phillies, who are they running out? Bryson Stott, who's having a bad year and has never had a good bat. Trey Turner, he's got 1 million years left on his deal, right? Yep. Hard pass. You got Austin Hayes. That's funny. The Nats? The Nationals? Who's Bill Knight? Rule 5 pick. Got it. This is their second baseman. He's not doing anything for me. Well, it's no surprise that they are very bad. The Marlins have Jose Devers at second. I mean, Jazz Chisholm. Oh, I wish he wasn't a lefty. Wish he was a righty. I'd bring him in. Try to bring him into platoon. Devers is just... He's just never been a full-time player, really. Cubs? Christopher Morel. I don't know if he's good enough defensively. He's had a really good bat, though. And I don't like that contract either. Not for Morel. Pico Armstrong, he's a lefty, so same as Varsho, so no use in giving up the farm for him. The Brew Crew. I mean, Joey Ortiz, he's just all defense. Not what we're looking for right now. Jackson Churio, or Cheerio, as my daughter calls him. Yeah, they're not trading him. Would be a dream, though. The Cardinals, who do you guys have? Nolan Gorman a second? No, Tommy Edman. He just really hasn't been that good of a bat, and they also have him signed to a deal at his age I'm not really interested in. Victor Scott is a lefty, never mind. No, Jordan Walker doesn't address any of our concerns. I don't know why I clicked on him. Carlson is a switch hitter. He can't, well, he might be able to play center. How are his batting splits? Hits lefties well. Arbitration elbow. Let's just see like how attached to him they are. I mean, he's a good player. Let's just see what they say. And then let's identify another second baseman. Carlson is probably like a bigger swing than we need to take at an outfielder, but we're taking that swing. Pirates. Davis Schneider, no thanks. Center fielder is Parker Meadows. He's a lefty, no thanks. Let's see what's going on in the West. So Padres are way down. They're really the only team in this division that's out of it. Center fielder Pedro Leon. He's a righty, but just doesn't have the bat to justify. Oh, here's that guy that we traded in the Cease trade. It's really good for them last year in part-time duty. No defensive home, though. How's Xander? Maybe they're looking to get rid of him. Well, yeah, with that offensive performance, I could see why. Oh, do you think we could get him like really cheap if we took on some of his deal? I don't really know. I don't really want to pay him all that much money. Let's check strength overview. Yeah, Holiday, we know. They've been willing to trade Marte before, which is why I clicked on him. They're in first place, though. He's their number 5 hitter. I can't see that making sense. Doesn't have the bat. What's Semien up to these days? He's not terrible. He's only got 3 more years left. How's Texas? Oops. Texas is in the hunt, so they wouldn't be looking to trade him. Kim is having a down year. Also don't really like that extension they signed him to. Tamar Johnson in Pittsburgh. He's been okay. I'd really just like to get a stud. Set it and forget it type guy. I mean, any shortstop can probably play second base, so it's worth looking at shortstops too, I think. I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. I just don't know if any of these guys are like upgrades over what we have. All right, let's go. Let's see what they say about Dylan Carlson and go from there. Well, they said almost. Yeah, I mean, We'll find a deal here for sure. Just trade this guy. 2024 round 11 pick. 30-24 though. Just take a look at this. So Rudd is an outfielder that I don't really know has a future as a major leaguer. He's ripped up AA but struggled in AAA big time this year. Roca, I don't think I meant to put in this trade. Let's take him out. Yeah, I didn't mean to put that guy in the trade. Almost. Bryce Arnold, who honestly maybe should be our second baseman. Peyton Williams. Yeah, let's put Peyton Williams in it and call it a day. I want to figure out how to get all these bats in the lineup all the time. But you know, this is trying to be better against lefties. So certainly against lefties, Carlson will start in center. I thought I added him, did I not? Oh, I need to send somebody down. That's easy. That's I think Rojas. Just hasn't been good enough this year. His defense has been solid, but all right, so Carlson will start there against lefties. Now against righties, what are we going to do? Well, I mean, Ramos and Calzer are both having nice years. Varsho is hitting righties well. He's actually not hitting them that well. But I think we can... I mean, it's not like Carlson is like having an all-star year. He's been okay, but he's been really good against lefties. So I think we can put him here. Just start him every so often here and here. Oops, don't want to be my backup shortstop. I also think that we can give Malloy and Carlson more starts here because Soto is just getting cooked by lefties this year. So now we really need a second baseman. We could certainly use a starter. I don't know where we're going to go for our second baseman, dudes. Like, I honestly just do not know what to do at this point. Jeez, I mean, Caminera's having a year, huh? He's been really good since they came up. I wonder if we could, like, pry him away with a big offer. Offer, like, Namala. A lot of people have been seeking Zach Stewart. Marino has been sought after too. He's insulted. Dude, get over your feelings about it, okay? It's not personal. I mean, the O's, we could always see, like, if they think about sending us Jordan Westberg, who it's been okay at times, but I think they kind of have, like, a crunch here. Because they have Dylan Beavers at DH. And they have Mayo and Wagner on their bench because Mayo can play third base and Wagner's having a decent season. I wonder if we gave him, like, major league help. I don't really know if there's anybody I want to trade from here. Yeah, Stuart Arnold is a good player. Looks like a good hitter. He's going to walk a lot, but I just don't know where he's going to play. Like, he's not good enough to play on the infield. He's not, yeah. And Zach Stewart is a guy that is just really struggling in his first look at AAA and also isn't a great fielder. So let's try this. Can reunite Westbrook and Cowser maybe. Oh, they said no way. Not even going to pretend like they're into it. Would I go with the number 84 prospect in baseball for Jordan Westberg? I mean, honestly, maybe. Like, we've got him for 3 more years. It's not a lot of injury issues in these. But I mean, I wonder if I put this guy out here though. With Arnold. And we say, bring us your second baseman. If somebody else will pop up and be like, oh, that's us. We are into this. Perdomo has not been a hitter at all in this sim. Can Blaze Alexander play second? Kind of. He hasn't really gotten a chance. Not really looking to call up a rookie. Foscue. He's a good player, but also like just unproven at the major league level. Rafaela seems like an interesting name to have pop up. I mean, he was a monster in 2025 for them. This year he's been up and down for some reason. Can play a really good second base. I don't mind that deal at all. What's his contract situation? It's about to enter year 1 of arbitration. So his new contract isn't in this. His real life contract. Zach Goloff, what's he doing? Whole lot of nothing. Okay. I don't think Cole Keith can actually play second base. He's also been really bad. Connor Norby. Jose Devers. Spencer Steer. I'm going to steer away from this deal, I think. Yeah, no thanks. Kate Dowdy. Why do they have Frelick in second base? And they're willing to give him up here. I mean, Frelick's a really good player. He kind of could play second base. I'm really tempted to trade for Sal Frelick and convert him to a second baseman. Thanks for the idea, Milwaukee. Hernandez, has he done anything yet? No. Bryson Stott, we've seen. Rochio. No track record there. Brian Reynolds can play second base? Yeah, I don't think so. That 40 infield range. Sal Frelick is like my number 1 target, I think, right now. Just so random. Tommy Edman. I'm wondering if I can get a pitcher in this deal too. So Frelick, I mean, honestly, like, I'm into that. It might be a little rough the first several games, but does Milwaukee have a starter that they'll offer up too? If I could get a starter in this deal too? Even if then they come back and say, well, you need to add more, like, I'm fine with that. Where you at, Milwaukee? Aaron Ashby. He's having a good year. Oh, Aaron Ashby's been really good in this sim. It's a team-friendly deal. It's not a bad deal at all. Who does he replace? I don't know. Barrios hasn't been very good. You know, we could always bump Barrios to the pen. And then, like, send Mason Black back to San Francisco or demote Manoah. Oh, he's 12 days over. He can refuse an option assignment. I don't know. Let's get creative here. I love this Sal Frelick to DH move. I mean, to second base move. Let's add one more guy. I expect him to say no, but then we can still just go back and make it for Sal Frelick. Almost. So Hagen Smith, we're not trading. Devin Williams. And we could trade Volpe. Like, he's really, like, extra. I could put Anthony Volpe in this trade, I think. So it'll be this top 100 prospect who's so far away. Bryce Arnold, who doesn't have a positional home but is mashing in AAA. Chad Dallas, who is an okay quad A starter. And Anthony Volpe, who is our bench infielder, but that could become Bichette when we get Frelick and convert him to an infielder. So funny. And then Aaron Ashby could solidify our starting rotation. Yeah, let's make this trade. This is so unconventional that I kind of love it. All right. Will Manoah accept an assignment to AAA? No. Are you worth keeping around? No. I mean, he's at a 5.85 this year, 6.48 last year, 6.23 last year. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's just cut Manoah. Alek Manoah experiment is over. All right, guys, hear me out. Our starting second baseman is Sal Frelick. This is a pretty big bat we just added to our lineup. Could you imagine if a team did this in real life? This guy who hasn't played... So had he played any second base this year? No. It's listed there, but no. It would be pretty entertaining if a team did this. Oops. Now, does Sal struggle against lefties this year? Nah, he's fine. He's not bad. We need Frelick higher, though, and we need to split up these lefties for sure. Okay, that looks good. And then maybe here we'll leave Bo as the starter. Oops, no. And just let Frelick hang there for now. I mean, that sounds good to me. And then we need to go... I mean, Barrios has been the shakiest, I'd say. I mean, Gossman probably, but I'm not going to take Gossman notation. So let's put Barrios in the pen. Because then Barrios can become our long guy. Because long guys often throw some of the most innings. And then we can put Black in middle relief and say use left off and mop up to protect him a little bit. Oops. Got 3 lefty starters now. Look out, Orioles. Gunnar, Henderson, Jackson Holiday. Let's see if Frelick made it in time to play second base in this game. No, Bo still did. They start a lefty or something? Reagan's is a lefty, right? Yeah. Romano got thrashed. Oh, Frelick did DH. He went 0 for 4 with a ribby. Oh, he won 9-6. For some reason, I was thinking we lost that game. All right. Finished the series with a big win. Frelick DH again. Another lefty here? Yeah, but why is he starting 2 in a row? Like, what's wrong with Juan Soto? I didn't... Strange. I don't even have Frelick, like, listed to be a DH, and he started 2 games in a row. That's extremely odd. He had a triple. Tiedemann, awesome. Brios, not great in his first outing out of the pen. Let's do one more, and then I'll try to putz around on the trade deadline some. You can send us blah, blah, blah. Okay, who's this guy? 9th round pick in 2024. Okay, so neither of these guys are untradeable, but I don't need Packy Naughton. Is this guy really good? No. Not really interested, sorry. Yeah, we're not doing that. Soto hit 3 home runs in this game. So that's cool. I was like, who's that? It's my backup catcher that I forgot about. Frelick played second base. Did he make any errors? Not that I'm seeing. Ashby threw 6 shutout innings. Love it. So it was negative 0.4 in one game. That's kind of crazy. But hey, we won. Maybe it was all during the Bassett time. They were hitting ground balls in the hole at second. All right, so we're 51-49. Where's that leave us right now? 7 out of the division and 3 out of the wild card. We're 9-1 in our last 10. And I feel good about where this team is at now, honestly. Got our second baseman, Sal Frelick, and we'll just kind of take it from there. What's he planning to do to my budget next year? Hanging around the same. All right, so I'll finish off the trade deadline and come back. And should we wrap this up, or no? Probably go through the end of the season. But anyways, I'm gonna cut here and work on the trade deadline. Not sure that I'll make any other moves though. So the trade deadline passed. Nothing happened. I looked around for some deals for some relievers. Didn't happen. I floated an offer to the Marlins for Michael King. He's an expiring free agent, having a really good year, but they were like wanting a marquee guy for him. Isn't he a free agent? Oh, he's got another year left. Okay. Well, either way, I wasn't going to be giving up Ricky Tiedemann for him. And that's kind of what they wanted. So that's the team. The moves are then Ashby and second baseman Sal Frelick, who has played in 4 games and has an 83 WRC plus for us. He's put up a negative 0.6 in 2 starts at second. He's gotten some DH time too. Yeah. And so from here, we'll take it to the end of the season. We're 2.5 games out of the wild card. We are 7 games out of the division. That's a tough mountain to climb. But the wild card is totally doable, within reach. So let's go ahead and see if we can get the deal done here. We've reached the end of the season. We did it, 84-78. We got, which wild card spot do we get? I don't remember. Second wild card. We're going to face the Guardians in the first round. You can see expanded standings, run differential plus 91. So we were like a 90-win team according to run differential. So I think a better team than our record says. But we made the postseason. That's what matters. We'll play the Guardians, who were an plus 84 in run differential. Getting into the team, so I'll show you. We were 3rd in the AL in runs scored, 1st in walks, 2nd on base. We were 4th in runs allowed, 4th in zone rating, 4th in efficiency, 4th. We were like a top 4 team in the AL. I think it's fair to say we're top 4 in like every category. So maybe even like a better than a top 4 team. I think we were 2nd or 3rd in run differential. So I think a better team than our record says we are. But we made the postseason. That's what matters. So no need to be disappointed. Vlad turned in his worst season yet of the sim, but still a good one. Still a good one from Vlad. Juan Soto, we're going to need more than a 133 WRC plus from DH Juan Soto. We need him in this 171, or at least like 150 plus territory. He was awesome in July. He was awesome down the stretch, right? Like he started slow, but 192, 127, 145, 141. We didn't even in that territory. He was huge for us down the stretch. Peyton Henry, our backup catcher. Wow, what a season. Or Elvis Martinez picked it up late too. 192 WRC plus in September. He was like a every other month guy. We need him to be a little better than that. Calzer, solid season, established himself, I think, as a major leaguer. Sal Frelick, an 86 WRC plus, but as we know, we brought him to play second base, that defense with the minus 4.4 zone rating. Thank you, second baseman Sal Frelick. Alejandro Kirk, really good year from him. Dylan Carlson, 98 WRC plus. He hit lefties pretty well in center field for us. Arias, 3.8 WAR, 94 WRC plus with his Gold Glove caliber defense. We'll take that. Molloy, Ramos were both okay. Varsho played good defense, so we'll take his below average hitting. He was really bad against lefties, though. Bichette, it's just not working out for him, man. This is not a good universe. This alternative universe is not a good place for Bo Bichette. So, all right. We will go through these playoff games and then wrap the episode. And by go through them, I mean I'm going to play them out and sim them. It just takes too long to, like, play them out and talk and blah, 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 blah. So I know some of you guys like to see the postseason games. We're not going to do that right now. I'm going to pause it, and then I'll come back and recap it for you and let you know what happened with this round. Well, we didn't get the job done. Another wild card round lost here for the Jays against, a formidable opponent. The Guardians were no slouch. Game one, we put out 2 runs in the first. One of them came on a Vlad Jr. triple. I didn't manage these games, so I let the computer do the managing. But Rogers pitched really well. Beeks pitched an inning, gave up a run, but that put it out of reach. Maybe he let an inherited runner in too. Yeah, he did. Forgot about that. The wind was blowing in from center at 17, which is just kind of crazy. What was the temperature? 46, but that wind chill felt good at 8:05 p.m. And then we just got blasted in the next game. Tiedemann wasn't good. Coulomb just got hammered. He gave up a 2-run homer to this guy who I think was a draft pick, right? Yeah, first overall pick 2024, Charlie Condon. Came up and had a good year for him, and then had a really good postseason. He had 2 home runs, 5 runs, 2 runs scored. I think all that was like in this game almost. No, he had some RBIs in the other game too, I guess. But yeah, so we didn't get it done. And so I can kind of like, as we're, I can tell you what's coming next for us as we kind of like watch the playoffs. And actually, we need to do the international free agent showcase. But anyways, I think the offseason, we don't have a ton of money to play with right now. So, I think we'll probably have to look at trading some guys. Probably Bo Bichette. There's some trade value for him out there, thankfully. I'm not really sure beyond that. Who knows what Barrios will do. Oh, and you might have wondered, I kind of like forgot to mention this, but you might have wondered what was up with Dylan Cease. You didn't really hear from him this year. So he had that rotator cuff injury, and then he got shoulder inflammation while on his rehab assignment, missed more time. He came back, I think, in like September, and I put him in the bullpen just because like the rotation was humming. And he tore his UCL, so he's out for another 11 months. So don't think he's going to opt out of this deal. We're probably stuck with him. But, yeah, I don't know, man. That's a bummer. Dequin is a free agent, I think. Yeah. Rogers will be back, though. I don't know if he'll have any value for us. But let's see what's going on the playoff tree right now. So the Mets and the Cubs are advancing. These games are both going the distance. But anyways, that's all for this episode. So in the next episode, I'll hopefully remember to show you what happened in the rest of the postseason, maybe the awards, but we'll get into our offseason plan kind of more detail. We've got, this says we have $15 million to spend, but do we bring back Trevor Rogers, who was our best pitcher this year? I don't know, quite possibly. He's only 28. But I don't know. Not sure what to do. Barrios has an opt-out coming up after next year. He lost his job in the rotation. Can we get rid of him? I don't know if anybody's going to take that contract. Bichette, I think somebody will take that contract. Some teams inquired on him at the trade deadline, but we rebuffed any approach for him. But, I think we have the makings of a solid rotation with like Rogers, Tiedemann, Jones. I think that's more like a 2-3-4. And then if we're stuck with Barrios, so be it. He's a 5, but Ashby will be back too. So yeah, I think Ashby, Rogers, Tiedemann, Jones is a solid rotation. If we can find a way to bring in an ace, I think that catapults us to World Series contender. If we've got like Rogers, Ashby, Tiedemann, Jones, and then an ace on top of that. Gossman, I think this is just going to be the end of line for him with us. You can see his scouting has just decreased a lot. His performance has decreased significantly. He just wasn't very good this year. He's kind of gone from Cy Young to like decent to like, you're probably not a dude that we're going to bring back, especially at that. I honestly don't even think we'll qualifying offer him because I think he'd accept it if he's even eligible for it. I can't remember. Maybe he got QO'd in real life, but does that? Oh, he is compensation eligible. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so that's the end of this video. We, made the postseason for the second time in 3 years. I think that's a success, but obviously would have liked to have had a little more success in the postseason. But thanks for watching. Check out the Patreon page for some bonus content and to support the channel, and talk to you guys next time. Bye.